Welcome to Kids Cooking in the Kitchen. I'm Miss Michelle, youth technician with the Monroe County Library System. And today we're going to be baking some science and math. And we're going to make a water pie. You probably wonder how and why someone would want to try making a water pie. A water pie was developed during the Depression because ingredients were limited. People didn't have much money, and they wanted something sweet and good to eat. So they tried, and they did a little chemistry. So let's begin. First things first, set your oven to 400 degrees. Also, you will be needing adult help with this project, just because it has a liquid consistency, and it does become very hot. First things first, you'll need a cookie sheet. You'll also need a 9-inch deep dish pie plate if you're making your own crust, or you can buy a pre-made one like I have that comes with the pan and the crust that goes on top. You'll need a 1.5 cups of water, which I already have measured out, and you just, yes, we're gonna do this, we're gonna just pour it right into that crust. And you're probably thinking to yourself, how is this going to taste? And to that water, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. Well, not to the water, I'm gonna add it to the sugar, which there's 1 cup of sugar I've already measured out here. I'm going to add the 4 tablespoons of flour to it. Just put it in there. Give it a little bit of a stir. Kind of blend it. And then we're going to take it. This is really the fun part. And we're just going to sprinkle it in the water. Yep, just like that. It's kind of like the consistency of like sand on a beach. I'm wondering, what is happening to this? We have a liquid, and we're going to change it hopefully to a solid, but we also have some things that are solid that are going to turn to liquid. You do not stir this. You just keep on adding it until it's all in. And I would think I want to stir it, but you cannot stir it, it says. There we go. It just looks like cloudy water, but to that cloudy water, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of vanilla. I'm going to put my glasses on here. My measuring spoons. 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Tablespoons. The tablespoon is the big one. I think it's 2 teaspoons. Yes, it is. It is 2 teaspoons. It's just the little one. So we're adding 2 teaspoons, and we're just drizzling that around. This is kind of like making a mud pie. And we're just kind of, it doesn't look like much right now. It kind of just looks like a bunch of goopy stuff floating in there. Then you're going to add 5 pieces of butter. Well, 5 pieces, they're a tablespoon each pieces. We're just going to put them on top. They look like little islands floating in here. Oops. And that is it. That is all this pie consists of. So we had 1.5 cups of water. We had 4 tablespoons of flour. We had 1 cup of sugar. And we had 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 5 tablespoons of butter. What do you think this is going to taste like? I've never seen a pie like this. So let's get this baby in the oven. He's going in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. When that timer goes off, you need to reduce your heat in your oven to 350 and do another 30 minutes. But this is where we need some adult help too. You'll need to take some foil and cover the edge of this when it switches temperatures. However, note, this liquid is going to be bubbling like lava, hot lava, because of the sugar. So you need to be very careful not to burn yourself. I'm going to pick this up, and there's a trick to this. Somebody told me if you hum, you'll never drop water out or lose water out of the pie or out of an ice cube tray. So I'm going to hum. I'm not going to spill anything. Ooh, I made it here. Ooh. Open the oven. Sorry about that. I'll slide it in the middle. I'm going to shut the door, and I'm going to set the timer for 30. And start it. So, while that cooks, I don't want you to wait an hour. I have an already baked one. Let me get it out of the fridge and we'll take a look. It's kind of a neat looking pie. Come take a look. It kind of smells like a sugar cookie. There is something right here. You know what that is? That's butter. That was the melted butter because it's an oil. It rose to the top. Water and oil. You know what happens if you know your science. So when I stuck it in the refrigerator to cool, the butter hardened and was on top of the surface. Just when you pull it out of the oven, after the second time you reduce the heat, this is you need to let that cool on the counter until it's completely cool, and then transfer it to the refrigerator. So let's take a look at what this looks like. Believe it or not, I was talking to my older aunt, and my older aunt said that my grandma used to make this recipe. And she also told me my grandma made a water cake. You can find these recipes online. Here it comes. There it is. That is water pie. Don't let anybody tell you you can't make a pie out of water, because this is it. Are you ready to see how it tastes? I am. Let me try a piece. I don't have a knife. So I'm going to use what I got. That didn't work either. I'm going to dive right in like a swimming pool. And I'm going to taste this. That's really good. Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to grab me one of these books, go eat my pie. Oh, and I am going to go enjoy myself on this hot summer day. See ya.